And here we go. Again, looks like the viewing for custom games is still not fixed. Cannot see the main hero on the main screen, so you're just going to see 4 people as I see the 4 people. We'll give them 2 minutes to pick their teams here. We're going to do 2 bouts of the new map. We're going to go to the new map, let the losing team pick the second map, and then come right on back to Towers of Doom. Celebrate the official release of the map. A lot of us got some great time in on the beta. New mechanic, couple of new mechanics in one map, which is pretty cool. We get to see the well that spawns in the middle at 12 minutes, the impenetrable core wall, and how the health is taken entirely by cannons, mixed with multipliers of controlling different keeps. So lots and lots of different mechanics in one map.
Certainly going to be a lot more team involvement, especially for this mode. I'm kind of curious to see how these teams plan on it.
Yeah, they're going to be able to build exactly how they want to. I gave them the 2 minutes. What's probably going to happen here is they're going to dick around and pick a general strategy and then try and hope that the other team locks in first so they can build counters. What will usually end up happening is I'll yell at them until they pick the right team, and then we'll actually start. We do have to ready up as observers, just for an FYI.
Good to know. Ready to observe.
Oh boy. Got any big plans this Thanksgiving holiday, Disma?
It's good. I'm in town working from home for the first 2 days, and gonna get the fams together on Thursday. Have the typical Thanksgiving dinner, and then Friday gonna have a riotous bout of hockey, and then on to the casino. Ooh. So good amount of stuff going on. How about you, man?
I do have a typical family Thursday Thanksgiving as well, and my Friday will consist of I have some pre-reserved Black Friday beer specials already planned out. I will be actually going and spending my Friday picking up some pretty rare beers as the alcoholic I am. I ended up taking Friday night through the weekend on call for a coworker in exchange for my holiday schedule later next month. So it'll work out for me in the end, but it'll be pretty odd going out and buying beer on Friday knowing I cannot drink it.
Yeah. A long-term investment.
All right, so we do have 10 out of 10. We are ready. There we go. All right, so we have a Cho'Gall on blue team here. Oh man, Counting Crows just started playing on my metal station on Pandora. What the hell is wrong with Pandora?
Ooh, that's quite a skew.
Anyway, moving on. We have Zagara, Cho'Gall, Raynor, Rexxar. Looks like going for the just big damage, big heal build. And a little bit of stuns. Looks like the game over here on red team is stun and kill.
I'm interested to see how much of an effect Cho'Gall's going to have, because they obviously have Raynor on the other team for that percentile damage. And they have a lot of CC to lock everyone else down, so positioning is going to be important here.
Yep. Some of these people did not beta this map, so this is the first time they are seeing it and hearing the mechanic. This little glowing wall here, once you step up to it, you get bombarded with pew-pews, and you go down real quick. So you as an opposite opponent never ever want to cross this line here. One of the really cool mechanics though is if you march your mercenaries all the way down here to the line, it actually counts as 1 damage to the core. Each core, if you look over here, has 40 damage apiece. 40 hit points apiece. Okay, so blue having a little bit of trouble with players here. It looks like there's a guard DC'd. We'll see if she ends up coming back. Oh, there she is, just as I spoke.
Excellent. So we got Choco bot with Murd and Zagara. That's gonna be it's actually gonna be tough for the Choco because Zagara's gonna have enough range to do a good amount of sustained damage.
Yep, and you know Mirrodin's going to be able to just push him back in case he tries to engage.
Right. He already popped as well too, so...
Popped as well and is already less than half health here.
Red team draws first blood.
Looks like top is also going Red's way. Rhaegar going down.
Giving just out there the ability to freely push camps.
The altars rise again.
Okay, so just like in many other games with altars, a spawn will happen. There is no XP at all gained whatsoever for fighting altars, just so you understand how this works. So sometimes staying in lane could be more beneficial to you with the XP gain, but your core will take damage by giving it up. Alright, so blue team here, technically a little quicker being 3v4. I guess this is 4v4 as you see it right now. However, Cho'Gall being that low, this might not work out for them. Take damage from the Ultralisk. He does get jumped. Cho'Gall down, so that's 2 down technically for blue team. Red team will be able to mop this up pretty quickly. Blue knowing better than to get in there and engage.
Interesting that the blue team Rainer elected to stay in the lane. I think going forward they're going to have to be together as one, especially when you have a Cho'Gall on your team.
Yep, yeah, exactly. You forfeit one player by turning them into 2 people. Speaking of 2v1 here, Rainer does get popped up. He's going to go down. And he overstayed his welcome there at mid lane just a little too long. So we now see 4 kills, I'm sorry, technically, to 1, or to 0. And Red taking an early lead. Clueless here on a Nubarak here has very little mana. Isn't going to be able to do much to combat these guys besides auto attack now. There's technically 4 people on blue pushing mid, but up top you see Jasante able with Rainer to just go ahead and get his free farm on as well.
See Red has an early level advantage. It's going to serve them pretty well as we get near 9 and 10.
Blue pushing really hard. Right down mid, taking down towers already.
Sanjo's pretty low there. He's got to be careful of Cho'Gall jumping on him.
Red not having much of an answer here. Blue doing very well and just shoving in this lane. But you take a look down here on bottom, and Red's able to do the same thing by themselves, pushing bottom. Zagara's going to all day. And so we trigger Rainer's stim. He does get popped up and will go down.
Cho'Gall burned his slide, so he's going to take some damage here.
Alright, so mid altar goes up. Red team gets ready here. Low on health, low on mana. Cho'Gall's going to take big damage here, and he's going to end up getting pushed up.
Wow. Red seems to have a good idea of where their attacks are going. They're doing well in focusing.
Best response, picking their targets correctly, pushing people out. However, we see Karazin go down, so they have no heals.
This is a good opportunity if they can pull it off. Then Cho'Gall's not in a good position.
Cho'Gall is down. Rainer's gonna drop. There we go. So we end up seeing 3 drop that way. And just like that, red team is right back in the game. If you did not hear the sound, that was the sound of the Headless Horseman spawning. Taking Headless Horseman does grant, I can't remember, it's 3 or 4 damage to the core here. As opposed to pushing lane, he just fires missiles. Downside is he hits like a truck.
Red doing a really good job keeping control of the minions and control of the map in general. Scar doing a great job getting vision.
Alright, so 2v2 fight up here, Cho'Gall, Karazim, and Rainer. Rainer's going to be able to, as he was able to build up his stacks, just start really laying into Cho'Gall. It was not going to be the matchup Cho'Gall was looking for. That was a very silly attack. Not entirely sure why he chose to dive in instead of play his wall. But it cost him his life. The team's going to go back, fill up. Or choose another lane. Oh, top lane, there, sorry. Taking top camp.
Red taking the keep down bot.
There we go. So now we're going to have 2 altars top spawn. 1 on each side. Red team needs to get up there as quick as they can.
Leda might be in some trouble here if he keeps staying. Oh, they're going to let him go. Okay.
Red team, are they going to choose to be greedy? They do have level advantage and they have ults.
Karazim is not there, so it's just the blue. But red has those ults, so.
They definitely do have the ults, and the ults played out in their favor. Karazim shows up, does his thing, heals his peeps, so they end up taking blue team's altar, and they're going to go back and take their own altar as well. Oh, they already did. Alright, so all altars at this point have gone to red team. And in their downtime, we'll go ahead and take their bottom camp. Blue in general, go ahead.
Best thing for blue here is gotta get to 10 as quickly as you can. Get in a better position for those objectives because at this point they're lagging that part pretty significantly.
Absolutely, they're going to need to pick a target. Have something go their way here. They do take their fort back. It does give them 10. They're going to hit their bottom camp. In the meantime, red is going to hard push down mid. Rainer pops his Raiders, which will go down quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Cho'Gall initiating some here.
Cho'Gall does initiate, and Zagar ends up actually missing her ult. But Shattered on the other Zagar does not miss hers.
So that's great.
So, Rexar and Zagara out of the fight. Not Rexar, sorry. Rhaegar and Zagara out of the fight. Cho'Gall extremely low. Raiders on Rainer. Try saying that 10 times fast. Jinx.
Oh my goodness. Alright, couple altars in 20 seconds.
Alright, so red team gets their mid altar, ends up taking blues down, which is going to give them free reign of going down here and hitting these other altars. Now, as a multiplier, what you'll see here is if that keep stays in red team's favor while they cap, that altar's actually, or that keep is actually also going to fire on the blue team's core. Oh, goodness. I don't think it could be any... They did get the multiplier. At least it looked like it. They capped both those shrines at the same time. I was unable to really count. Alright, blue team pops Raiders. Shadow Bolts. Lots of damage. Oh, the pull comes out. Goes after the Anubarak. It just wasn't going to be enough. And Cho'Gall's going to drop here. So another 2 people down here for blue team, and red team's just going to go right back and take this fort. Now, if you did not know, taking the fort ends up taking the tower and the healing while with it, so there's no need to attack the peripherals on this map.
It's good to know. Blue team in that fight dumped out a lot of damage, but they never really had a focus on the right guy.
Exactly. They never had a focus on any guy. A lot of people were picking different people, and as a result, weren't able to single target and getting one down.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely think this particular game is going to come down to what it is. If you did not count that, they took that boss and it did take 4 damage off of the core, leaving only 10 left. But as I was saying, composition is probably a very large part of why this fight has gone the way it has, or this map has gone the way it has, if you will. Not to take credit away from Red Team's ability to really paint the map red during any type of downtime whatsoever. So Rainer Red is actually slow to the fight, and if they wanted to engage, probably could. Blue Team just doesn't want to, didn't know that they had people separated, being 3 levels down. Probably that fear was probably justified.
Absolutely.
Alright, so
that's a good ult, red team. Cigar.
Delayed ults. And that's gonna essentially wipe this up for that'll pretty much spell the end here for blue team. If you didn't see what happened there, Rhaegar actually popped his ultimate on Cho'Gall. It only took him to half health because he has 2 heroes and he only gets 1 health pool.
Going back to your composition talk, I think a lot of people are still trying to figure out how to put Cho'Gall in the right circumstance, and I think in this case, Cho'Gall is the only initiator for the blue team. It makes it really difficult for them to move around successfully.
And it makes red team have, I mean, it really picks out the target for red team, if you will. So they know that Cho'Gall is the one that they need to focus.
Absolutely. Blue doesn't have enough mobility to respond to whoever red focuses on.
Alright, so we hit the 12-minute mark, so this right here, you can see on my screen, is open. It is a one-way tunnel, only usable from spawn. So while there's 2 people standing on it, and I don't know why, maybe they're trying to go back to spawn. And there it is. So Nubrak ends up going through it, and Rainer's there to fight him. Ends up popping his Raiders on a 1v1, and Nubrak's just going to walk right out of there. While Red Rainer shows up, 3 levels up, 4 levels up now, and just makes quick work of blue.
That's those marksman stats coming into play. Right.
Absolutely. Alright. Altars are up. And red team needs only to cap. I guess they technically need both of them. This will be it.
Excellent performance by the red team. Very good. Very team coordinated performance.
Take the altars and put an end to the Gravekeeper.
The team just getting greedy here. They see him come in, pushing him out, and that will be it. Core goes down, and just like that, the map is over. So, lots of new mechanics we got to see there. Like I said, the trade of keeps as far as ownership, the path to mid opening up at 12 minutes. We saw the boss hat deal his 4 damage to core. And ultimately, red win it with a 22-1 victory, so very handedly.
Very well played. I'd actually not seen that map. A lot of interesting mechanics, definitely. It's pretty unique compared to the other maps.
Alright, so I need to go figure out what the next map is going to be. Oh, I don't even know what team won. What team just won?
The Mastodon, Sanjo, just
Okay.
this team.
Hello, Team Mayday. Team can't believe it's not Epic Butters. All right, rough game for you guys there, but you guys do get map preference here. Mayday, I'm going to discuss with your team and figure out what map you want to play.
The one with the lasers and the bosses. And they fight
Temple.
things. No, the other one.
It'd be Infernal
Like,
Shrines.
kill the... Yeah.
Mayday?
Huh?
Would you like to pick your map?
Is that what everyone wants?
That's what I
That's
heard
fine.
creating the game. Go ahead and join up.
Yay.
All right, so map number 2 will be Infernal Shrines. Go ahead and join up when ready, Desmond.
Wonderful.
I will move people as needed. And we might put a replacement in here for Jasanth. He did state that he only had the one game available, so we have some people on deck we can replace him with. Let's find out. Do we need a replacement here?
We might. Wasn't,
Disciplus should probably be able to play. Let me find out. You available to swap in for the next game?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I'm going to move you down a channel.
yeah, it was nice playing with you, man.
Thank you.
Thanks for the game.
Sadly, I have to go out.
That's cool, man.
Meet actual people.
No problem, take care. Alright, so your replacement will be Disciplus here. And Disciplus, go ahead and join the lobby. And we'll get started. Alright, so quick swap there. Nice and easy. 1 for 1. And, yep, should be good. We will pick bands again. Back to the discussion about Cho'Gall. So yes, they're trying to figure out, I agree, people are trying to figure out where he fits. Most importantly, people are not trying to figure out where he doesn't fit. They're really trying to fit the square peg in the circle hole. And sometimes he just doesn't belong in a team composition and isn't beneficial.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true. I know he's some people feel he's a gimmick right now, and that might be true. But I think particularly in the case we do know is that he doesn't work as the lone initiator because he's just too easy to focus down.
Yeah, people learned real quick that you can focus him, stun him. You can do a lot of things just to push him out of the fight. He is a great initiator if you have the team to follow up with him, but you need that follow-up team, and I mean, without it, and even a little bit of protection. People think he's, this big beefy guy that doesn't need protection, but he really shines when he has somebody on his guard. He's able to deal that damage because somebody else can't get to him.
Absolutely, I agree.
Another interesting patch that happened, little fix for Artanis here, as we see him lit up by lead. His pulse, whatever the hell, laser beam, used to, if it was summoned, even if a player died before it hit them, like say you summoned it on somebody and another teammate killed him, it was a full cooldown. So you were burning, I think, like 80 seconds if you dropped it on somebody and they died before it actually hit them. Now, if your laser beam does not hit the player, it does get a reduced cooldown, I believe, down to 10 seconds. So a fix there for our TNS, which I think a lot of people are happy to see.
Makes sense, too.
Alright, I will ready up as an observer. Just noticed that I had a minor comment over here on Twitch. It's a normal headset. I just have little glowy sticks wrapped around it today because I had some extra glowy sticks from Halloween and I felt like I wanted to put some glowy sticks on. And for craft beer haters, you can love the liquor all you want, but there are so many different fantastic flavors out there to try with beer. It's not always about getting to the drunk as quick as it is about the journey, so I shun those that shun beer.
I mean, last Friday, I had a chocolate milk beer. So if that can be made, I think people can come to some sort of an agreement.
I gotta tell you, I don't even know why I'm deciding to say this. One of my mother's absolute favorite drinks is a chocolate martini.
Oh.
A well-made chocolate martini. Her and some of her friends will occasionally go out on meetups and they'll intentionally pick places that are known for martinis to order chocolate martinis. So, no hate on the chocolate. There's a lot of chocolates put into different beers, stouts and porters and things like that, so cannot hate on the chocolate and the alcohol. Okay, 9 out of 10 ready, 10 out of 10, there it is. We will get started.
So we have Infernal Shrines. It's ever since the changes they made to it, it's a lot more about patience than it is who gets to the shrine first or who wins the team fight first. So there's a little more thinking from the team's part.
I agree. It used to be whoever won first shrine, you hurried up and did everything, and then you won because it was a steamroll. But with the slower spawns, it takes a little bit longer to kill the skeletons now. Yeah, I agree. It's about patience and picking when you're going to engage. And sometimes disengage.
Absolutely.
So it looks like both teams going for the I want to fuck your AoE day up game in different aspects, though. If I were to pick, I really like blue team's composition better, and maybe that's just my type of gameplay, not to say that red team doesn't have what it takes here. The double tank play, I think, is smart on this map.
The battle begins.
And that laser, or if he even chooses to take, I don't even remember what the hell it's called for Artanis, the other one that blinds your ass.
Yeah, off the top of my head.
Global ultimates, though. Global ultimates with Artanis.
I'm liking the red team because they have a lot of potential CC. Make it easy to pick off the blue team, who is considerably less tanky. It'll be interesting to see how team fights unfold.
Blue team has plenty of CC themselves, but they do have easier, squishy people.
Right, and pushing for them will not be a problem. So, a lot of their priority will be in map control.
Alright, so here on mid, we're seeing exactly what a tank is supposed to do, and that's clear a little bit of room for his auto attacker to be able to get in there and clear those minions. Bottom lane here, we're going to see specialist versus specialist. In my opinion, Sylvana should be able to win this with being able to just pick her presence and when to engage and when to back up. If he ended up taking the additional distance when he did not. He ended up reducing his cooldowns on his W. With the extra distance, you're able to really punish Nazebo early mid-game.
That's a really strong talent. We have Red is taking a lot of damage right now.
Okay, so Shrine will be top lane. When we look at bottom here, Red's getting up there just a little bit quicker. Hirewind's choosing to stay, potentially. Stay longer at least than Nazebo. And here he comes. So late to the fight. Red is definitely first. The choice to engage is entirely up to them. And we are going to see Jaina drop very quickly. Uther showing up thinking he's just going to stun somebody, maybe. Ended up having to heal himself and walk out of there, leaving Red Team to really just lay into Johanna. Vala does take quite a bit of damage trying to back out, who is doing his best to cover for Vala to get out. Gets the heal by Malfurion, able to push back in, and it looks like even though the Red Team is low health, they end up getting another kill here on Joe. Trapping Artanis. Artanis is going to go down too, so this is now a low health, but win so far for Red Team.
Yep. Good play on the Red, capitalizing on Jaina's position, knocking her out early. Set them up for an easy team win.
Yeah, looking at the low health and low mana that Red Team ended up having, that fight could have entirely gone the other way if Jaina was able to just hold on a little bit longer, instead of initiate, sit behind her team. So Uther drops, spreading out the kills now on Blue Team. They don't have a heal, which means even though Red Team is low on health, oh boy, we're going to see Vala drop here. No reason. Yep, there it is. Alfarian low on health himself. That's exactly right. So Tychus barely escapes by the skin of his teeth because Anurak was able to get his stun off. Nazebo trying to solo 4 people with low mana.
Vados in a tough spot.
Vados with no mana, not able to escape, but we see Tychus go down with no mana. There's your patience, exactly like you said. So Red Team actually ends up losing quite a bit here. Malfurion trying to walk away. He knows he's not going to be able to. He's surrounded by 4 people.
Oh, and they got it.
He gets it at the cost of his life. He gets the Punisher. What a noble Malfurion. Oh, and that Punisher is doing exactly what Punishers do, and that is punishing. Had Blue Team been any lower on health, you could have seen a couple drops there just to the Punisher himself. Alright, so Punisher's going to go down.
Looks like Red now is trying to capitalize on other lanes, having those siege minions bottom.
That's exactly right. So some of Blue Team actually needs to go back, as we just saw there with Sylvanas, giving Red Team some extra time here. They're going to hit their bottom camp, no problem, and then split back up, hopefully, to soak up that XP.
For Blue, not a huge setback. They're a little bit behind on experience, but nothing really significant at this point.
I agree. I mean, they're pretty much neck and neck here, and when you're just barely behind in neck and neck, always remember that XP always favors the losing team. So you catch up pretty quickly if you're leading and you're not doing anything to keep the lead.
Blue grabbing Knights up top.
Yep, that will help with their push here. So the opposite of what we're seeing down here on bottom lane.
Looks like mid's getting ready for an engagement.
There's a 3v2 we're seeing. Anurak choose to dive in instead of stun and dive out.
Looks like he'll get away though.
He will get away, but at the cost of quite a bit of health and some mana, so he's going to have to fountain. Meanwhile, Jaina's doing what she can over here, trying to stay safe while allowing that minion wave is gone for both teams. Taking a look at health, mana. Looks like Red Team is in a better position here for a team fight. Well, we saw what that meant last time. Uther is stunned, slowed, low on mana, ends up getting the shield. He's going to hit Fountain. It'll be interesting to see how they choose to activate this. Do they just straight up activate it? Do they wait for a kill? What's going to happen here?
Looks like they're choosing to fight the team fight, which I think is the right strategy here.
I agree. Again, red team is now actually lowest on health. Collectively.
Blue has already activated it.
Jaina's going to drop for this. No! Jaina does not drop. What a great heal there by Uther.
They're taking some shots at Sylvanas. But Sylvanas away.
Low damage. Oh, there you go. The blind goes out against Nazebo. Nazebo goes down 2, but we end up seeing Sylvanas, Joe, and Jaina all go down 2 with red team coming back around on their circle here. So it's just lowly old Tassadar and Uther here. Not going to be able to Artanis and Uther here left to do nothing. They can't engage, so they're going to soak.
Best they can do. Nubrak got great positioning on their back line. Really hampered them even after they took down the Nazebo. Looks like another Punisher for the red team.
Absolutely. Yep, one away. There it is. They will back up, get their health, get their mana.
Red team has summoned an arcane Punisher.
I don't know why, but it seems like the Arcane Punishers are just the most annoying to me.
Oh my god, they are.
Seem to be.
They just melt you.
So annoying.
Because once he jumps into that base onto somebody else and he drops the arcane around him, Jaina just goes down.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have a ton of mobility, the Arcane Punisher is the worst nightmare. It really is.
Artanis taking some big hits. Will escape, but that's definitely going to give one fort over here to red. And even watching the arcane, the damage drop when the arcane hits the forts is insane.
And it stays up even after the Punisher goes down. So
Yep. Just a quarter of health there to Jaina. Quarter health. The red team choosing to split push. Blue needs to respond here.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Thank you.
Red was split pushing if you didn't see that, so over down here on bottom we see Zebo go ahead and push in his lane, backing up, knowing exactly when his welcome is overstayed. Goes and helps out here on bottom camp. Blue team caps at the same time.
Looks like we got a level advantage for red right now, so they'll get their 13 talent first. Might be a little fight here bottom.
Oh boy! So a trade there for Jaina and Nazebo. Vala barely gets out, but she does have the pulse on her.
Oh,
This is going to take her out. That is definitely enough. And she drops it right there on the gate, so it does more damage. Whoa!
Is Artanis getting out? Yeah, he is.
Artanis will escape, but Anubarak did not. So this is actually going to be, even with the laser going down, blue teams. Good job.
But red team side, they have both of the lanes top and mid punishing. And, cruising.
That's true.
Blue has to respond to that.
So Jaina goes up there, works on the top. Johanna coming to help. They're going to need to immediately turn around and get down to the bottom. Nazebo is stuck in his little thing. If they walk through that fog, he's done. He is done. Why? Oh, man. Alright, so very interesting choice there. Alright, so Sylvanas drops to the Vala Strafe.
Alright.
Uther almost goes down himself. He has to back up, but now we look at Artanis who gets stuck. He's singled out here. He does get the laser out, and it's chasing down Malfurion. That's not going to be enough, though. Oh man, Nazebo just barely able to escape. Oh, Jaina!
Oh.
Wow. Red team working on their little skeletons there, so massively ahead. This is probably going to be a third Punisher in their favor. Again, a choice when to initiate, and using ult seems to be what is winning it here.
Absolutely agree. Seems like Red's having an easier time getting to the back line than Blue is, which is surprising.
But being able to dodge there, gets out of strafe, gets out of stun, but isn't going to be able to live.
Red deciding to push with this Punisher seems like a good approach.
While leaving the Zebo top up there so he can get the extra soak. Drill goes down on Red. And speaking of lasers, ends up going after Tychus here. He's just going to kite it out. Oh, Sylvanas does. So they're going to end up getting the Nubarak here. And Vala is desperately being chased. She's probably going to get away. Yep. Taking unnecessary damage.
Joanna blowing the Divine Shield, not hitting the Red.
I do see Nazebo. Nazebo's going to back up here. Is it going to be fast enough? Yeah, she should escape just fine. Both teams choosing to take their camps. Proper choice. So when you look at this and you look at the speed things are being capped here, you're starting to think both teams are seeing how they capped. If they both see each other cap bottom, they're going to expect that there's going to be a team fight on the bottom camp. Cap, and a Nubarak stays top, so this is now a 5v4 fight. They see Nazebo. Nazebo does get pulled in. He gets pulled into his own trap. He's going to go down. No problem. So Red gets bottom cap, but is it going to cost them all of their lives? No, it is not. It is definitely going to be Red Team's favor. They choose to engage themselves, end up taking out 2, even with the disadvantage.
They went straight for the Jaina and Sylvanas, and they took advantage of their positioning, even while down.
Divine Shield goes out on Uther, ends up having to heal himself. Throws a heal out there, does what he can over there for Johanna, sorry. Tychus' main clearing up that camp. He's going to actually start the shrine. So, 2-level advantage here for Red. They do have 18 talents, or sorry, 16 talents. Blue team actually just picks up theirs too, but Blue is actually forced to defend against the camps pushing their lanes while Red just freely takes the shrine. Blue deciding whether or not they're ready to engage here. Nubarak hits the front line, he sees it, it's great timing, great awareness. Throws his beetles out there, gets the stun out there, effectively rendering the ultimate that Sylvanas just threw out there useless. So Sylvanas and Uther both get dropped. Again, great awareness here. Laser Beam takes out Vala, but not before she does massive damage with her strafe. Clueless going in for the kill there on the Jaina and actually wasn't able to get it. Ends up going down himself, but did take the Joe with him.
Red's going to get a keep out of this. Maybe even a little more, we'll see.
Oh, it's going to be a little more. There's going to be core damage here. At the very least, the shield's going down.
Yeah, Uther and Sylvanas coming up for the blue team. Oh, you're careful. They don't have Joanna, so pick their spots.
Yeah, they don't have Johanna, and you look at where the Arcane is spawning. It's
Oh,
spreading out greatly in red team's favor. And so I lied. The shield will stay up, but not by much.
Blue team's Punisher has fallen.
Okay, so red team with their 20 talent going after camp here. Blue team really wants to. Epic diving in, 2v3, but against a stun. I'm not sure that was super awesome. He'll probably live through this, but
Sylvanas going down to Zebo down bot. Just a head-to-head matchup. And Zebo.
oh man, they
talent.
end up almost actually taking out Malfurion, but they do group up, so they are 4v5 or 5v5 right here. Red team's actually super low, but so I mean Joe goes down, so Sylvanas down 2. Strafe goes out. Uther's going to get attacked. He's probably going to have to ult himself if he's going to live through this. Nope, he's able to just heal. Barely. But it's just him and Jaina.
Yeah, Red's gonna get a lot of damage in here. They might actually pull off the victory, depending on if they can pull that Jaina.
Absolutely. A dive on Jaina ends this game.
A lot of mid minions too, so they're gonna be relying on that pretty heavily.
Absolutely. All they have to do is defend their minion wave, and this is done.
Yeah, so much damage.
Yeah, that core is just going down instantly. From the time they started attacking to the time it went down was 5 seconds.
Red team is victorious.
Alright, game 3 we might switch up a little bit of teams. See if we can extend the maps a little bit. We'll see what everybody's feeling down here below. So give me just a minute. Definitely closer game than the first, 13-21. The kill feed shows a little bit more. You look at the sorry about that. You look at the scores, obviously, red team definitely on top with the siege damage. Massive. We have 3 members all in 100,000 or more. And that was them taking advantage of winning team fights. They went to camps, they went and cleared lanes. They were very, very map aware, extending their level lead and eventually getting talent leads, which just led to larger leads. So they were very intelligent in keeping their lead ahead.
Yeah, Vala was able to get a lot of spots there and unload her damage, and Blue really couldn't pierce that and get to her. So that proved to be a pretty significant difference.
Absolutely. The laser wasn't able to get enough damage over there for Artanis. They were able to kite it out pretty well. And yeah, red team was just able to dive and pick out their targets one by one. So that's how that wrapped up. We'll go ahead and open up the next lobby. As I stated previously, we're going to go back to Towers of Doom. But we're going to switch up teams just a little bit. I'm going to have everybody join up. And then I am going to pick teams myself because I am me.
How quaint.
How quaint. I actually have quaint points. If you go to the website, you can see I am the most quaint of all the MadCast members.
I'm sure you are. It's
And
well-known
modest.
fact. Only because they banned me from the rankings. Pure jealousy.
Yuck, 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 yuck. Alright, so we'll wait for everybody to get in here. Slowly but surely. Join the lobby,
I
fools.
love you too.
Disma, there you are.
Yeah.
You said join lobby? Oh.
Yes. Like, this is new to some people. This is only our, I don't know, 14th or 15th time doing this. It is
Easy to
different people
forget.
all the time, so I can't fault them for that. That one, shame on her, though. She's been here a lot.
Tisk.
Alright, I don't know who our last person is that we are missing. There's a lot of people down there in that channel. Might be... Nope. 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 I have found the missing link. I've called them out. Okay. I'm going to try and mix some teams up here. Alright. Let's see, what have I decided? Okay. I think I have...
This looks good.
I might make one last change here. Hold on.
Yeah, actually, you're right. I did.
I think I threw it too much on one side. How about... I like this. I think. Do I like this? I might like this. This is going to be as good as I like. So this is what I like.
Well, that's what's important.
Okay. I'll have them split up. And once they are split, I will hit start game. And then I will leave Disma to color commentate all over the stream unsupervised while I fill my rum cup.
Mwahaha! Ah. Hello, Scuba Stream.
Whoa, I'm still here.
Dang it.
Gotta let me hit the start button.
Preach the word of Team Disma.
Alright, teams have been split. I have clicked the start button and I will allow Disma to Disma.
Ah. Alright, well, getting the bands out of the way. Well, so it looks like there's Shatter's team going for the all random, which is quite a display. Gonna see how this pulls off. I've actually seen this pulled off before. It's I think Here's the Storm just kind of when you do random, it takes in mind your team comp.
I have returned. They're discussing bands as opposed to just playing along. I don't know what's so difficult. Oh, they're choosing to all random. I see.
Yeah. While I wholeheartedly support the all random, it doesn't let the bands go into place. So, oh, no bands.
Pretty simple solution.
I'm cool with that.
My little thingy on my headset went away. Hold on. Alright, I'm pretty again. Pretty and glowing.
Alright. But you have returned. I'm going to get a bottle of water. Get back.
Okay, well, teams have chosen all randoms. What a fun little change at the end there. I like it when they choose to do that. And it doesn't even let you see it here, as opposed to you load it and that's it. No even load time strategy allowed here. Good call, guys. Good call. What a fun little twist. If we were on a midlife crisis female talk show host, that was my Martha Stewart. What a fun little change. I just filled this cup in the dark. More rum than anticipated. Never bad, just just a little taken aback there. All right, let's play the potato game, guys. Who has the biggest potato? So far, Higher Winds is in the loss. Everyone else is loaded. Higher Winds is the potato. Alright, so let's take a look at what we got here. We have Azodon, Brightwing, ETC, Rainer, and Abathur.
Heroes.
Okay, that's actually relatively doable. We have an Abathur on both teams, this time with Tychus, though, as opposed to the Rainer. Mirrodin, Malfurion, Nazebo. Oof. I think I like blue team. They can knock the ETC out of alts. Nazebo has more control about what he's doing in a team fight as opposed to Azodon, if you ask me.
Well,
I'm with you on the blue team as well.
Azodon. Whose idea was this? Mr. Epic, fuck this. He doesn't know the first thing about Abby. That's my thought anyway. I mean, I guess he's got a skin on it, so he's played him at least a little bit. The Syphilis is mid lane here, pushing with his Abathur. Probably needs to get behind his gate, at least a little bit. Hopefully he's able to realize that. This is so fun.
It's all a clever tactic.
Yes, maybe it's a baiting strategy. He's trying to mate with the other Abathur. Alright, so top lane, relatively bullying Osmodon. You look at mid lane and it's the other way around. ETC and Rain are able to bully Mirrodin.
Right wing Azmodan bottom actually doing pretty well against the Zebo.
Brightwing Avatar, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brightwing is going to outdo Nazebo pretty much solo. Wouldn't even need the Avatar just because of the being able to sit there and soak while Brightwing just heals. So, first thing first, we actually see dual shrines as opposed to the singles. Not very common. That's the other thing about this map I previously didn't mention. As opposed to other maps where a cycle is predicted, there is no predictable cycle. Things will spawn at different locations. And as far as I know, there's no real way to determine where it's going to be. Alright, 2v2 staying bottom here. Brightwing is going to be able to teleport at any point in time, though. Red team does attack. They choose to go in hard. Osmodon comes up behind, though. We'll see if he's able to do anything and harass the healer. Yep, they are actually going to pay for this intrusion, if you will. So Tychus goes down. Red team able to back up a little bit here. Mirrodin does live by the skin of his beard. And now blue team wants to stop red team from getting their own shrine. Sanjo probably not going to be able to do it himself. Understands the greed is not going to go his way. And both teams take 4 damage. Syphilis just hanging out in mid. Does end up burrowing back behind as well, walking back out. I'm not sure he understands how this works. Oh no, he's getting beat up by Brightwing! Brightwing's gonna get him! Brightwing got him!
A little too cocky on the Avatar.
I'm not sure cocky's the word. I think that might be his first time ever playing. If you didn't know, if you all ran him, you could play a hero you don't own.
That's fair. I would hope the teammates would be able to, help him out.
Alright, so relatively neck and neck here. Blue team with a slight lead in experience. Probably going to balance out here pretty darn quick, though. Osmodon very low on mana. Gets the help that he needs to push them back. Malfurion with a great stun that actually could have ended Tychus' life had he not been there. Chooses to go back, probably already hit well. Mirrodin solo pushing mid. Raynor coming down to contest. And 2 shrines bottom, mid and bottom pop at the same time.
Osmodon choosing to stay top.
Alright. Oh, I'm not entirely certain what Nazebo was going to plan on doing there. He does get the Tychus trap though, and he already slid in, so they're going to be able to get some free damage. Malfurion a little early, or sorry, a little late on the slow. He probably, had he landed that, been able to take out ETC.
Zebo going for the quick cap, not going to work.
Nope, he's going to go down actually. Had he not turned around, he might have actually lived through that.
I think it would have. Ranger Snipe had enough range.
Alright, so more stuns go out. Blue team gets this one. ETC escaping by the hair on his cow chin? I don't know. I'll stop using that phrase.
The map just laughed at your joke.
It did. It was a good joke. It was not a good joke. It was not a good joke at all. Alright, so Osmodon doing his job topside. Knowing not to overstay his welcome, though, goes back and gets safe. I sip my mostly rum and coke.
Best kind.
It is the best kind.
I had a friend order one of those at Big Melnick's, one of the bars in downtown Chicago, and it's like $9 or $10.
Yes, you need to be extremely careful about what you order, where you order downtown. They will price gouge the fuck out of you. Not only is it taxed, but some of them, they just do it because they can. It's a nightclub, it's happening in place. A lot of people go there, they know they can do it.
Postures, yeah.
I guess, you know, I say that about Chicago. I'm sure the case is pretty much everywhere, or pretty much all big cities, but being a Chicago native, I have been especially aware of it here.
Sure.
And I've paid for it. I've done it myself. Hell, I've gone to a show and I've paid, as I like to refer to the House of Blues here. I refer to it as the House of $11 Brews. $11 for like a fucking Bud Light or something. It's pretty atrocious.
Stadium pricing, wow. Looks like we have a Shrine bottom here. Looks like
Oh boy, Brightwing actually in the wrong spot. Had he been stunned there, was probably been out of the fight. Had to blink out of it, lost the mana. Probably not able to really help the team. But Mirrodin did miss the stun. Not going to miss it this time. Oh, bye-bye! Hyperion goes down. Is going to end up pushing out red team though, and they're going to take unnecessary damage. Maybe they stay, maybe they don't. Who knows? ETC's there to slow him down.
Oh.
Does get the triple ult. Quadruple ult. Oh my goodness! This was red team's fight all the way. All the way. ETC is able to get that ult off though and stun them, and nobody's there to stop him because he caught everybody that had the stun.
game changer. Game changer.
Danger zone.
Lana.
Wow.
Pushing down mid with the big creep.
Yep, so Abby's ult drops, but he did force Osmodon to leave his lane, slowing the XP lead.
Yeah, Abathur's taking different ults. We got the red Abathur taking the ultimate evolution, copying hero, and we got the monstrosity on the other side. So, interesting choices.
Alright, Red's going to take top camp here and push against Osmodon. Probably a pretty good call because they've been leaving Osmodon to his own devices topside, leaving pretty much no help unless absolutely needing it, begging for it. So we just saw Brightwing die. I missed that at mid.
Wow.
Once more, the altars rise from the depths.
The ultra mid.
Single ultra mid. Osmodon choosing to stay and get the XP soak. I lied. He's headed down there just a little bit late. Not going to be much later than Tychus though. Red taking this opportunity to get there. Blue doing the same. Alright, so camp to camp. Oh, Mirrodin diving in there. I'm not entirely sure that was a good move. All the ults. All the ults. So many ults. Mirrodin's probably going to end up drop here, though. Yep, there goes the Mirrodin. So much damage going out against red team. They're going to have to back out of here. Mazevo's going to drop. Tychus was smart to get out. Not very smart to go back in. He's going to get dropped.
Big clone by the Abathur taking the Rainer. A lot of damage bumped out there.
And this one will go in blue team's favor.
The altar is ours. Fire from the grave.
Sanjo's trying to take out that Abathur, looks like. Well for him if he stays longer.
Oh! Jukes for days by Sanjo. He's just going to walk around the metal detector.
Can't beat fancy footwork. Can't beat it.
Nope, not with them crab legs. Them sexy, sexy crab legs.
Rainer taking some damage here.
Alright, little skirmish here going down on mid. Monstrosity's going to push up mid with the Abbey hat on it, so it'll be 3v3.
Notice Disciplin's taking the Abathur all the way back by that game. And a complete reversal of their strategy.
Yeah, I think he learned his lesson in hiding in safe zones. Alright, yeah, Brightwing just being able to hang out around his team is really making this fight hard on red. So Mirrodin ended up having to pop his ults. I don't know about having, chose to pop his ult, which is going to really cost them when they have to dive in here on the next shrine.
Zubo wisely leaving, getting that wall as some turrets.
Time. Hero slain.
ETC actually going to push the bottom camp as opposed to going to top shrine. I guess they have an extra 15 seconds. They can take this and get up there in plenty of time. Perhaps a good choice after all. ETC is actually going to go back. Raynor drops.
Activate them.
What that was all about, I have no idea. I missed that. I was watching bottom camp.
Oh.
Red does get their camp, which is going to allow them to get over and in position to take blues. Oh, ETC almost able to get it.
That's the bonus from Valkyrians. He can go in and out and poke, and little to no risk. But he doesn't get it there. Oh, he lets
Wow. What a trade. So both teams even on damage here. Blue team with a slight XP lead. Red team really had the option there to take it to them. They're going to take boss, or at least try and take boss. If blue team pays attention to this, look at the damage going out. I mean,
yeah. Oh yeah, that thing hits like a
alright, so they end up getting the extra 4 shots. They need to bail out of there as soon as possible.
Heroes, I have opened a tunnel near our core.
And we hit the 12-minute mark. A little after the 12-minute mark, that is.
Well.
So the
I mean, I knew I could do that. I opened my tunnel as well.
the mid-tunnel is open. Abathur a little too close to the front line. Might want to step back just a couple hairs.
Muradin blowing his ult up top, taking a good amount of damage. Here and there to help him out.
And red team able to take top camp, which does give them 16, so they are equal in levels, but Nazeebo's going to go back because of the health and mana cost. Oh, the dive going down here on mid. Not able to get the Tychus, almost. Had the stun been able to go out.
The Abathur. And it gets the Abathur.
You had better hurry.
Abadabadoo goes down. Needs to be able to stay behind his wall. I mean, this is a great map for Abathur. All you have to do is stay behind your invisible super death wall here, and you're golden.
Absolutely. Blue initiating immediately.
Yep, the double Raynor goes out. End up, with the ETC ult, ends up taking out 2, and the Abby was already down. Barely going to come back up.
That's now without their DPS. Not going to be able to do anything here.
Oh, absolutely not. In fact, what they can try and do is hope to keep their keep.
Like all the others.
Which is, again, also not going to happen with 4v2. Muradin going to go down, choosing to get in front of the keep. Bad call by the little dwarf. Shattered bails out of there, knows I'm a healer, ain't nothing I can do about this. Blue team, if they wanted to, could easily take their camp on bottom. Sibilis again in front of his keep. Very, very dangerous slug. Very dangerous.
Blue taking the camp. Looks like they're gonna be content with that and just let it go.
Yep, they're gonna get their keep back up here on top. Abbey Hat is actually on the keep to prevent them from getting as much damage and throwing extra damage out here on blue, costing them precious mana and time, which was actually a really good play if you ask me.
Great.
Blue team opting to take their bottom one as well. They need to be able to take this down fast enough. They will get it, so there will be no multiplier against them. 3 shrines active. Nazeebo's stuck here in mid alone. He has no idea. Like, this team is nowhere near him. I would never have stayed there. He is half health. He is less than half health. Alferian taking big damage, going in there to try and save him. That was just a really silly move to hide out there alone.
Burden in a really tough spot here. Behind enemy lines.
Mirrodin needs to just walk his ass out of there. Just trying to stop him as best he can. Gets Polymorph.
Red gets that fountain uncontested.
Oh, wow. Look at all that damage going out.
Doomed.
So they end up taking 2 topside.
Heroes.
Asmodan going down.
You have done well, heroes. Let the Gravekeeper know my power.
My goodness. Alright, so Asmodan drops. I don't even know what I'm saying here anymore. Top lane or top camp goes to blue or red team, while blue team pushes bottom or mid. Fuck! I suck at this. Red team should have been really easy to answer that though. They should have been able to come back up on that that keep drop and had some sort of play. They will escape scot-free though.
That's an experience with this map. It makes it really have to know how to respond. This is multiple things, multiple objectives going on.
So what a keep trade there. Red team actually able to take their bottom one while they go back and have to defend their mid and retake it.
Tebow's going to take top as well.
Good game changer. So red for the first time all game in the lead here with extra damage, and they're going to go for boss 2 just to seal the deal.
I think blue knows what's up and they're headed straight there.
And right you are! Ultimates go out. Rainer's ult pushes him down. ETC might be able to get in there. He does get his ult off, but he's going to get stunned right out of this. He's not going to pick up anybody. Actually ends up taking extra damage here.
The altars rise again.
Blue team.
Oh, it looks like they're going to go for headless.
Oh boy!
That's risky.
Red team gets the capture!
That's the risk you take when you try to take a point mid-fight. Gives the other team a lot of initiative.
Blue team is absolutely lucky that 2 shrines did not just spawn right there. So they're going to get the 4 from the bottom. Oh wait, no. With the multiplier, they just won. This game is over, folks.
Absolutely.
Is it going to be enough? They need 8 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I apologize. When I said multiplier, it's not a multiplier. It's an addition. I am bad and I should feel bad. So, 3 health left.
5 times 1 is multiplication. Hey.
There you go. Not sure what Mirrodin down here is doing. Blue
Losing a
team
tough
on the
spot.
split. They need to take these keeps down, and it's just going to give red team all the time in the world to go ahead and pick up all the camps.
They have to contest every single altar that comes up from now on. Or they have to make a really big swing. It's going to be
Yeah, 17-3 here.
difficult.
What a turnaround.
Oh. Levels are still even, so blue does have a shot at this if they can pull off a team fight double well.
Red getting greedy here, going for the bottom blue camp. They're going to get it just fine. All forts are back to even here, but that's still not enough. Blue team actually needs to either take an altar or take a fort. ETC getting lit up here, going solo. He's going to get frozen and body blocked out of this. Even with Abby, it's not going to help him. So now blue team is without a tank, and we're going to be seeing an altar coming up here any second.
Seems like blue team is having a hard time really getting a lot of damage out. Red team seems to be able to.
Coordination has been difficult for them too. We're watching red flow together as 5 now, and blue team has unfortunately not been able to do that. While red team has done a great job making them scatter. Look at this, you get 3 shrines right here. Red gets to go pick any one of them, and this game is over. 15 seconds. Tychus is going to go take the safe one here, top right, while the rest of his team keeps blue busy. Malfurion goes down, but it will all be for nothing.
Hero slain.
Maybe salvage a little bit of dignity. For the blue
Lycus
team,
types the GG.
The assault begins.
Alright.
Red team is victorious.
So we'll get everybody together here and we'll have a little powwow talk.
Good game.
Wow.
You see,
All random,
in the
all
end-
mid, watching some really stupid, sloppy plays by people that just don't know what they're doing because they got thrust into a champion they're not used to. It was really fun watching people just try and figure out how to best coordinate as a team. So good game, guys. I'm really glad you guys decided to do that. That was fun to watch, fun to cast.
Mayday,
Absolutely.
you missed it. He called us stupid.
I called some of you stupid. I just didn't name any people.
In the end, we did get to pick the other team's team.
There you go. So 15-7 there. Deaths-wise, blue team really had the lead in the beginning. A couple of great ETC engages there. Red was able to counteract though and dodged a few ETC all.